Happy Valentine's Day, visionaries. This is Jason Osborne, jayovision, back again with another video. And today I'm going to be talking about the one thing that can make or break your wedding photography reviews. Coming up. Alright, so what is this one thing that can make or break your wedding photography reviews? And now this thing can be applied to different types of photography. If you're having clients or you're selling your services as a photographer, you can apply this to your business. And why did I choose wedding photography specifically? Well, that's because I feel like wedding photography in general is more intense, more scrutinized, and you know there's a lot more on the line when it comes to you being a wedding photographer than to say some other types of photography. And with that kind of risk factor being involved with the wedding photography, of course the reviews are going to hold a lot more weight. So you're going to want not just okay reviews, you're going to want amazing reviews. You're going to want reviews that really showcase your work and also showcase the customer experience. So this one thing can definitely help you get more consistent results, and I think can help you get better reviews if you feel like you're just being neutral or maybe some bad reviews. So what is this one thing? Okay, well, it is the connection to your client. All right, now that might sound generic, but hear me out. Okay, you have to be more than just the wedding photographer when it comes to the day that you're shooting. Now, of course, you're probably looking at me being like, wow, you're absolutely crazy. I already have, a huge wedding party to shoot. My second shooter's running late. I forgot a memory card at home. Why am I gonna have to do all that when I have something else that I have to focus on, which is actually taking the pictures? Well, because your client is not looking at you as just a photographer. All right, you are the person that is going to be capturing their day, hopefully exactly how they remember it, or even better when they look back at the pictures. And they are pretty much spent a lot of money on your services and the day in general. So you have to believe that every single vendor for their day is being watched like a hawk, either by the bridal party or by the parents who paid for it, or by the bride herself, or the groom himself, or his best man. Somebody or the entire wedding party is looking at the vendors and how they are pretty much giving their service for what they were paid for. So you have to understand, having a connection to your client is automatically getting your foot in the door with them as far as them having a pleasurable experience working with you. Now, you might be thinking, well, how do I do that? I'm not the most personable person. I'm just there to take pictures, or, they hired me to do a job. I'm there to do a job. I'm not there to be their friend. I'm not there to be their assistant. And you're right. You're absolutely correct. You were hired to do a job, but you have to think about what goes into that job to make you more successful. Now, this is the difference between good photographers or good wedding photographers and great wedding photographers. The great wedding photographers not only have great reviews on their work and their professionalism, but all the little extra things that they did throughout the day that made the day go by easier for the bride. Now, or the groom or the wedding party. I always say the bride first because everyone knows, the wedding is about the bride, but the groom counts too. In my experience, I felt that when you go above and beyond as a wedding photographer, it solidifies a connection as far as them remembering who you were, how you acted, how professional you were, and then on top of that, it really reminds them of everything that you did for them during the day when you're looking at their pictures. So, there have been times where, it was raining outside and we, wanted to take, I've held umbrellas for the bride and the groom. Or it just rained and they wanted to take pictures outside. This is a true story. I took the blazer off of my back and laid it down to lay the dress on top so the dress wouldn't get wet. Now you might say, oh Jay, that's a little extra, but you better believe that they remember that kind of stuff. And it might not guarantee you an amazing review if you bomb the wedding. Now, I'm not gonna lie, like if you bomb the wedding, you delete the images by accident, your quality is just not up to par, you were totally disorganized, no matter what you do, connection or no connection, you're not gonna get a good review. But say you're getting reviewed on a scale of 1 to 5, 5 being the best photographer they could have hoped for, 1 being the worst. If you could be at a 4 or 4.5, but that connection is the bonus points that can help you get that perfect 5-star rating. Why do I feel like this works? Why do I feel like it's so important? I think it has a lot to do with the subconscious of the person who's viewing the pictures, okay? When you look at a picture of yourself, you typically automatically think, wow, okay, how do I look? Quality of the picture. etc., etc. But then you also think about who took the picture, the situation when the picture was taken, the environment that you were in. All those can affect your different types of emotions when you're viewing the picture. And sometimes the pictures that don't have the best quality have the greatest memories, and they're still loved like it was the perfect picture in the world because of those memories. So you have to understand, as a wedding photographer, you are a part of that memory, and you have to make sure that anything they remember about you is positive or exceptional, okay? Because that's gonna help them view your work in a more positive light. You might be a wedding where you missed a couple shots, not major shots, but just missed a couple shots. Or, maybe your work wasn't, that 5-star quality that you usually put out. Maybe it was about 4.54. It was still great. They're not gonna ask for a refund. They're happy with their images, but maybe it just wasn't what you thought you would get that day. It happens to everybody, okay? That review could reflect the God honest truth. Yes, Jason, he was a good photographer. He did what was needed. We were happy with the results. Thank you. 4 out of 5. Or, when they look at the pictures, they're looking, wow, I can't believe he got this picture. I can't believe he got that picture. And you know what? I needed my tie, one of my groomsmen, he didn't know how to tie a tie. Jason took care of that. He tied his tie for him. Oh yeah, he was awesome. The coordinator for the venue was running late, and he put all the boutonnieres on all the groomsmen before it was time to take their pictures. Oh yeah, and I remember when we were about to do the first look, the coordinator wasn't around, and he went and grabbed my dad so we could do the first look and stay on schedule. He actually kept my bridesmaids better on track than my wedding planner did. Those are the things that get you amazing reviews, because when they look at your work, even if it's at a 4-level star rating, when it comes to the quality of it, those extra memories that they have about you are gonna turn it into a 5. So you have to understand, yes, you have a lot on your plate. Yes, you're running all over the place, and you have to worry about taking pictures of a huge party and wedding, and you're gonna be on your feet all day. I get it. But going above and beyond, doing the little things that count, will definitely help your reviews, because the little things, they add up throughout the day, from the start of coverage to the end of coverage. And if you wanna know if people are gonna remember you pretty positively or not, this is what you should do, or just take note of it. If people are saying that you are doing an amazing job, or saying thank you for the job that you're doing before you even leave the wedding, chances are you're making an impression, and that they're gonna count that impression when they leave your review, because they haven't seen any of your shots yet. They haven't seen any of your work yet. But just because of the little things that you were doing throughout the day, plus showing that you were a hard worker and that you were getting shots that they would want, they are absolutely positive that the work you're doing is great, and that they're having a pleasurable experience with you. You can develop connections with other parts of the party, not just the bride and the groom, the bridesmaids, the groomsmen, the family. If there's a line dance that during the reception, hop in there and then do it with them for maybe 1 or 2 dance moves, and then jump out and continue taking pictures. Those are things that solidify connection. You want to become a part of the day. You don't just want to be in the day, all right? You don't want to just show up with your camera. Hey, how you doing? I'm Jason. Cool. All right, let's take pictures. Boom, 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 boom. And then when you see the bride running all over the place trying to get things organized, or the groomsman doesn't know where his groomsman is, if you don't take action, you're not obligated to. Of course not. But if you go a little bit beyond of what your obligation is for the day, it can go a long way for you in the long run. And trust me, I understand. Sometimes as a photographer, you don't want to be talked to. You don't want to be talking to people. You don't want to have to fake the funk. You just want to go there, do your job, take the pictures, get paid, leave. I get it. I understand that. But at the same time, it's your job as a photographer to capture the day. And if you want your business to thrive, you're gonna have to go a little bit above and beyond what the call of duty is for. I understand that sometimes, you might be shy, or you might not be the most outgoing person or the most forthcoming person, but it's something that you should definitely try to work on. Your personality as a photographer can help your business more than you might even realize it. And if people love you for your work, and they love you even more for your personality, that's the double whammy that's gonna really boost your business in the future. If you're not someone that people can relate to, if you seem standoffish, if people just think, okay, great, his work is amazing, but I don't know about him as a person, it can really turn some people off. But really, you just have to understand that when you have a connection with the bride, with the groom, with the wedding in itself, you're gonna automatically get more positive reviews. So there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video today, and if you did, please tell me how much you enjoyed it by leaving a comment in the section below. If you have any questions or if you have any topics that you'd like me to discuss, also feel free to leave it in that comment section. Go ahead and give me a thumbs up on this video if you felt like it was informative or you learned something. I do appreciate those likes and keep them coming. And as always, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. This is Jason Osborne, jayovision, and I will see you guys in the next video. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.